Please, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you can hear me, please drop a comment if you can hear me. Drop a comment if you can hear me. You're welcome to today's live stream. If you can hear me, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Drop a comment if you can hear me. If you can hear me. You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Mrs. Damilola, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good morning, sir. Mr. Ozoma, Mr. Kimadi, good morning. All right. If you have any question or anything you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. If there's anything you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. I'm taking a buy on EuroCard right now. EuroCard and Euro Australian dollar. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know. A few minutes, please. I'm trying to take some trades on Euro Aussie and EuroCard. I don't want to miss this opportunity. Okay. If you agree with the bullish buyers on EuroCard and Euro Australian dollar, you could also take the trade. Okay. Let's see, trading views up. Okay, trading views up. Okay, so let's start by looking at this is yen basket. Let's start by looking at the calendar for today. Today is 17th of March 2026, and as you can see, the only major news that we have today is from Australia and cash rate. They also had a press conference, and the cash rate, the forecast, and the actual is the same. Okay, it's neither bullish nor bearish for Australian dollar. It's neither bullish nor bearish on Australian dollar. Okay, so you look out for your technical patterns. Considering trading Australian dollar pairs, look out for your technical patterns. If your buyers or the structure on those pair is bullish, you look for buys. If it is bearish, you look for sells. Okay, I don't think this would have much impact on Australian dollar pair. So let's go to trading view and analyze yen basket. Why do we analyze yen? We analyze the yen basket to know the strength of yen, to know if yen is bullish or bearish. If yen is bearish, it means we are selling yen. We are selling yen. It means you'll be looking for buys on JPY pairs. And if yen is bullish, you'll be looking for sells on JPY pairs. So as you can see, the trend on JPY, or you call it your structure. The structure is bearish, as you can see. This is a bearish structure. It's been forming lower lows. You can see, right? No, lower highs and lower lows. Lower highs and lower lows. This is a bearish structure, and yen is still very bearish. It is still very bearish. Okay, so my bias for yen today is still bearish. My bias for yen today is still bearish. So we'll see what played out on yen. I think if we apply our Fibonacci from this swing high, I think it did 50% retracement. You can see, you can see 50% retracement, and then you can see the pattern that formed is a bear we have there is a swing candle. You can see that. You can see. So this is a bearish reversal pattern. Now you can go down to 4-hour, 1 hour time frame. Be sure there is a bearish reversal pattern at this point. Go to 4-hour and 1 hour time frame to confirm that. So you can see all the bearish reversal pattern that formed after price hits that level. You can see this is a shooting, this is a spinning candle, this is a doji. This indicates that the trend is going to change from bullish to bearish. So I feel yen basket is bearish. It's bearish and it's likely going to come and sweep this relative equal low. That's my take on the yen. The yen is still bearish. I hope that is clear. Let's see DXY. We analyze DXY to know the strength of the dollar. So right now the dollar is still bearish. So you guys yesterday we had a Zoom session. Not everyone attended. I said we should sell dollar. Though dollar, you can see the structure on the dollar. It is still bullish. We want to see a reversal on the dollar before we go bullish. See, this is the fair value gap I identified yesterday. I'd love to see price pull back into this fair value gap before taking a buy on dollar. Okay, so that's my expectation for the dollar. I want to see dollar pull back into this fair value gap and also retest this resistance to support before going bullish. So that's my take for dollar. I am bearish for the dollar and also for yen. Dollar and yen. So we should be looking for buys on GBP USD. Let's see GBP USD. This is GBP USD. We should be looking for buys. Okay, I would expect reversal on GBP USD at this fair value gap. And see this fair value gap. We should expect GBP USD to come fill this fair value gap. That is my take on GBP USD. GBP USD should fill this fair value gap before going bearish. So I'm patiently waiting for GBP USD. I took a buy yesterday, made so much profit on GBP USD. I'm out of GBP USD. So I'm waiting for a sell after price fills this fair value gap. Hopefully after FOMC. That is when I'll be looking for sales on the dollar. Sorry, on GBP USD, Euro USD, I'll be looking for sales after FOMC news. So before FOMC, I'd love to see price pull back this gap, then I'll go bearish. And if I'm selling from that zone, my target will be this low, this relative equal low. That will be my take profit than 50 on. So that's my take on GBP USD. On Euro USD, same thing. You can see the pattern we have on Euro USD is also similar to what we have on Euro USD. You can see the pattern is similar to what we have on GBP USD, and that's because both pairs are positively correlated. So this is where I will be taking my sales on Euro USD. So you can see the structure. The structure on Euro USD is obvious on the daily time frame. You can see that the market has been forming lower lows and lower highs. You can see high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's going to form lower high, then new lower low. So this is a bearish structure. This is a bearish structure. So this buy is just a pullback to a premium area before selling. Okay. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. If you have any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Know in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Okay, so that's it for Euro USD. Let's see gold. So gold has swept the liquidity residing at these lows. They have swept this liquidity, and yesterday candle closed as a spinning candle. This is a bearish spinning candle, and after the close of a bearish spinning candle, you are advised to wait for the next candle to close bullish. So if today's candle closes bullish, you look for buy tomorrow. But remember, FOMC meeting will hold tomorrow. So I would advise that before you trade gold or USD pairs, wait for FOMC meetings to hold before you take a trade. And if you're going to trade before FOMC, be very conservative. Be very conservative. Don't take unnecessary risk. Don't over leverage if you want to trade before FOMC. It's highly risky to trade before FOMC. Okay, so I would advise you wait. I'm patiently waiting. I took my buys on GBP USD and Euro USD yesterday. I'm out. I'm patiently waiting for the sell on those pairs, and that will be after FOMC. You have to be patient, okay, to execute your trade at the right time and at the right price. It's FOMC that will inject volatility into the market. FOMC is what will inject volatility into the market this week. So you want to wait for the major move. Okay. So after this spinning candle, I still believe they would come for this low, because right now the impatient traders, most traders, retail traders, would have entered buy after the formation of this uh, yesterday, and their stop losses will be residing at this low. So I believe they are still going to come for this low, the liquidity residing at this low. If you go down to 4 hour, you would see that gold ranged all through yesterday. There was no clear direction on gold. So yesterday, what they did was to create buy-side liquidity. This is the buy-side liquidity, and they also created sell-side liquidity. So I believe today they would want to sweep the buy-side, and that they have already achieved. You can see they've swept the buy-side liquidity, and you can see the pattern that we have here. This is a shooting star indicating change in trend from bullish to bearish. So I'm sure they are coming for this liquidity here. That's the sell side liquidity. They're going to come for this. They're going to come for this. So if I'm going to take any risk on the gold right now, it would be a sell. And if I'm selling from this point, my stop loss will be at this point. My take profit will be at this point. If I'm going to take any risk on gold, it has to be a sell and not buy. It has to be sell and not buy. So that's my take on gold. It has to be a sell. This is a shooting star candle indicating a change in trend from bullish to bearish, and I have engulfing pattern here on 1 hour time frame. This is an engulfing pattern. You can see it. This is an engulfing pattern, and we had this key resistance. You can see this resistance. Yeah, you can see this key level. You can see this level, this zone. We had that. This is a support zone resistance here. This is a supply zone right now from a resistance. I want to see pullback. You can see this pullback, and there's a strong rejection from that. It's pulled back to test that high. You can see, which is this resistance here, and there's a strong rejection from there. So what I see here, gold should sell, and it's coming for all this liquidity. It's coming for all this liquidity. So that's my take on gold for today. It's a sell, as far as I'm concerned. It's a sell. It's a sell. It's a sell. You have liquidity. This low also is liquidity. This low is liquidity. So gold is likely going to sweep those lows. So that's my take on gold. So long term, gold is bullish. But for today's market, before FOMC, I think gold is bearish. Before FOMC, gold will be bearish. Gold will be bearish. It's not giving, as you can see, it's not giving a clear direction. From this point, it's been ranging. We're in the midst of this ranging market. If I want to take it to be a sell to this sell side. So that's my take on gold. Then on GJ, GBP, JPY, we said yen is bearish. It means we should look for buys on GBP, JPY. If yen is bearish, yeah, we should look for buys on GBP, JPY. I caught a buy on GBP, JPY yesterday, made so much profit on that move, and I'm out of this trade. I'm out of GBP, JPY. Okay. If JPY reverses to this fair value gap, maybe I could join the buy again. Okay, I could take another buy. But right now, I can't buy from this point. So you can see this gap here, this fair value gap it's created. It's likely going to fill it. So this is where I feel JPY is heading to. This is where it's heading to. I'm not buying from this point. I bought from this point yesterday. I don't already cash out. I don't have any business with GJ. I would only if it comes to fill this sell side imbalance. That is when I will take a buy. That is when I will take a buy. So, because if I decide to take a buy from this point, my stop loss must be below this imbalance. And that risk is too much for me. I can't take that risk. My stop loss has to be at this low. And if you saw its market price, that's about 100 pips. I don't want to take such risk. I don't want to take such risk. So I'd rather wait for price to pull the gap then before taking a buy. So it's aiming for, imagine if I take the trade and I set my stop loss 100 pips and my target is just 212.55. 212.55 from the current market price is just about 40 something pips. Look at the risk reward. So I will be risking $100 just to make 50 something pips. That's not a good investment. So that's my take on GJ. GJ is buy, but this is not the right time to buy. It's not the right time to buy. It's not the right time to sell. You might consider selling this gap. Okay, so now it's not a good time to sell. That's my take on GJ. So I think that will be all for this session. Any question? Is there any other instrument you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Is there any other instrument you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if there is any instrument you want me to analyze. You can see Australian dollar. Australian dollar is still bullish. Don't sell until the bias changes to bearish. Don't sell until you can see it is bullish. Don't sell until this changes to bearish. If it does not change to bearish, keep holding your buy. If you have a buy on Australian dollar USD, keep holding the buy. Okay. Wait for this to change to bearish, and I think it's going to happen after FOMC. It's going to happen after FOMC. Then you take your sell. Same thing for Euro USD. You can see it is still bullish. Okay, don't consider selling until the bias changes to bearish. I hope that is clear. Don't sell until the daily bias changes to bearish. Keep buying it. Keep buying it until it changes to bearish. I hope that is clear. Keep buying until it changes to bearish. Same thing for GBP USD. Keep buying. As you can see, it is buy, 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 buy. Don't sell until it changes to bearish. Same with NZD USD. Okay, NZD USD, you can see bullish. Keep buying before this changes to bearish. Then you look for sales. Keep buying. NZD USD is likely going to come and fill this fair value gap. It's likely going to come and fill this fair value gap. So that's my take on. So I think that will be all. Any question? Any question? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if there's any other pair you want me to analyze. Let me know. Have any pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. So I'm bullish on Eurocard. I'm bullish on Euro Australian dollar for today's market. Those are the trades I just took now. I would only consider selling when this changes to bearish. Okay, when it changes to bearish, that is when I will take a sell. Any question, any question, any question? If you're interested in getting the software, signal trading software, send me a message on WhatsApp. The 1 month subscription was $20, but we increased the price to $30 yesterday. So if you're interested, you send me a message on WhatsApp. We'll keep increasing the price. So get it now that is cheap and affordable. Get it now that is cheap and affordable. And I can tell you, it will be the best decision you're going to make in your trading business. It's going to be the best decision you're going to make in your trading business. Like I said, this software is for those who are still struggling to earn consistently in the market. You've been blowing account, you've not withdrawn from your broker. Those are the people this software is designed for. If you are doing well with your strategy, you are profitable, you don't need this software. You don't need this software. If you are profitable, it's only for those, if you are new to trading, you need it. And if you are struggling to earn consistently from the market, you don't know what you are doing. A lot of people are confused in this market. They are confused. They don't know what they are doing. Those are the people I designed or we designed this software for. But if you are doing well, your strategy, the strategy you're currently using is making you money. You don't need this software. You don't need it, please. You don't need it. Only struggling traders and new traders. Okay. You want to end the month in profit. You want to end the year in profit. Then you should get the software. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Mrs. Damilola. Any question? Mr. Akimade. Mr. Akimade, you are on and off. You are on and off. I hope everything is fine, Mr. Akimade. Mr. Uzoma, any question? Any question? Any question before I end the session? Mercy, do you have any question? Any question? Any question? Which other instrument do you want me to analyze? Which other instruments? Let me know. Wow. GJ is still flying. He's still flying. GJ is going to fill this fair value gap. GJ is going to fill this fair value gap. GJ is flying. Let's see. USD card. USD card should be bearish. USD card is going to sell. Gold also will sell. Euro also. I'm expecting Euro should buy. Should buy. Let me see the daily candle. Why yesterday candle closed? Okay, it closed bearish. That's why the buyers here is bearish. Okay, I'm expecting hopefully at the end of today's market it should change to bullish. Okay, so any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? It appears there are no questions, so that will be all for today's session. I appreciate you all for your participation, and tomorrow we'll be meeting tomorrow by 10 a.m. For those of you that have the software, you're on the EA support group, Max EA support group. If you have any question, if you see a signal and you are not convinced, those signals that you receive on your mobile phones, if you are not convinced of the signal, always ask questions, please. Always ask questions on the WhatsApp group. That's the reason I created the WhatsApp group, because I know many of you are still trying to understand how to use the software. That is why I created the WhatsApp group. So always ask questions. There are no foolish questions. Always ask questions, please. If you receive a signal and you are not convinced, drop the signal on the WhatsApp group. I will look at it and tell you what to do. Okay, until you understand the system very well. Until you understand the system very well. Oil. US oil. US oil should be bearish now, considering what is going on around the world, the crisis with Iran. US oil should be bearish. I don't think you should be looking for buys on US oil. I don't think. Let me see US oil. I don't think you should be looking for buys. Considering fundamental, I don't think you should be buying US oil. Let's see. So you can see the pattern we have here. Let me even start with the weekly time frame. So you can see the previous candle we had here last week. You can see this is a spinning candle, lining candle. If this week closes bearish, if this week candle closes bearish, we expect long sell on crude oil. Okay, we should expect long-term sell on crude oil if this week candle. So after last week candle, let's see the pattern we had on the daily time frame. If we're able to identify a bearish reversal pattern on the daily time frame, then we should expect more sells on US oil. Let's see the daily after the close of last week candle. So after the close of last week candle, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 candle makes up 1 week candle. So this was the first candle for last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is Monday. This is Tuesday. So it started from this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was the last candle for last week, and you can see it's a bearish reversal pattern. That's a shooting star. You can see that that's a shooting star, and it has created a resistance. This is a resistance. So you keep selling until this resistance is broken. If that resistance is not broken, you don't buy US oil. Okay, you don't buy US oil. In as much price is still below this resistance zone. This is your resistance zone right now. You keep selling on price breaks that resistance, then you can buy. So if you decide to sell, stop loss will break apart from this resistance. So right now, I feel it is bearish. I feel it is bearish. That's my take. That's my take. So that'll be it for today's session. I appreciate you for your participation, and I wish you a profitable trading day. Please, if you're trading USD pairs before FOMC, be very conservative. If you are trading USD pairs, you are trading gold before FOMC meeting, be very conservative. Be very conservative.